Welcome, everybody, to Brown and Orange Weekly. I'm your co host, Clarence Wilson. And with me, as always, the man, that dude, my guy, Dean Samples. Dean, what's shaking, man?
What's going on, baby? How you doing?
It's all right,
I'm
man. It's all
s-
right, man.
we didn't get to do the Friday show like we talked about, unfortunately.
Yeah,
But I'm still riding high off this win, man.
feels good, don't it?
It does feel good. It feels really good. And it
You
wasn't
know,
even like a close one. It was what 29-17,
yeah,
first
yeah,
place in the AFC North. Feels
yeah.
good. Feels good.
Yeah, it was a fun turn on the TV on Sunday and kicking back and being like, my team's already won. I'm just looking at
Yeah.
fantasy numbers now.
Still wore my Browns gear though.
Of
Still
course.
rep on Sundays. It was weird, but it felt good though. It felt good. I went 3-4 in fantasy this week. The only game I did lose, I lost by like point 4 points. It
Uh,
was close,
I
dude.
hate those. I hate those. That's when I be like, man, take out PPR. Get out of here.
Yeah. PPR is fun though. I used to hate it, but and I think in
It
ours
is.
we have a unique rule this year where we took out the tight end position and add an
Mhm.
extra flex. But
Yeah.
if you put a tight end in there, you get like 1 point and a half, I think.
Yeah, yeah,
Uh,
1.5. Yeah. Now
not
I've
bad.
I hated PPR only because like there's games where like, I'd be watching and dude would catch a 1 yard out and I'd end up losing that game by like 1 or 2 points. Be like, come on, man.
Dude, this stings. That almost stings as much as like leaving somebody that's going off on your bench.
Yeah.
Looking at your bench and you got like 50 points just in there, like, bro. Ugh.
That's me. That was me this week.
It hasn't happened to me yet this week. I mean, this season. Knock on wood. It's gonna happen because it happens to me all the time. It sucks. But
I got lucky. I got lucky in one, but yeah, I left Njoku and McKenzie from Buffalo on my bench. So yeah, that's a cool 50 in our league.
yeah,
Yeah.
I think I won by like 45 in our league. I had a pretty, I had a pretty good win. I needed it. I needed it.
Who
I'm
who'd,
actually
who'd you play? Who'd you play?
uh,
Let's shame him on air.
I think this was my first win too in the league, unfortunately. I'd rather suck at the beginning than right down the stretch when it's almost playoffs. Who did I play? I know, but I got Nick Chubb on my team in one of these leagues, and he's been putting up some nice numbers for me.
Love Chubb. Got him in too. I got him in hunting leagues.
Oh, I played Mel.
Oh, Guardians of the CLE host
Shout out to the
Mel.
Guardians, by the way.
Yeah, absolutely.
Central Division champs. Everybody counted them out at the beginning of the season. Youngest
Yeah,
team in history. The youngest team in baseball history, right?
I know
To
they're
win
the
a
youngest.
division.
They might be. I know for sure they're the youngest team this year, but they might really be though in history.
It's the
Yeah,
young
they
team,
are.
man.
Yeah. But shout out to Mel for taking that L. And out the
148.68 to 94.96.
I'm a shout out Believe in content writer Brandon Larador. He took the L. Thank you for my team.
We're both walking in here with dubs. Okay. I like it. I
Yeah,
like
it's
it.
nice. It's nice.
You got a nice squad.
I'm not, you know what? It worked out well. It worked out well. Somebody in our league took three quarterbacks in the first however many rounds. Uh,
I think the first
Joey
I think the
Schneider,
first
host
six
of
rounds,
all
dudes
things
already got
Cavaliers.
three quarterbacks. Like, what are you doing? Taking them all. Trade bait.
That would be Joy Schneider,
He gave me an
co-host of
L
All
last
Things
week,
Cavalier.
the week
He
before.
did.
Oh yeah.
No,
All
I know.
because it was a close one. I think I was up going into Monday night or when the Bills played. I think it was Monday night, week
Yeah,
two. He has Stephon Diggs and he just went off.
yeah,
I mean, I think he got close to 30 points, if not more.
yeah.
So yeah.
Gabe Davis got me some points in that game too. But we digress. Let's get into these Browns, man.
Yeah,
Um,
29-17.
yeah, 29-17. It was a nice win. Beat Pittsburgh. Um,
I had a great
after the
time.
win, oh yeah, yeah. If you look behind there, tell them a little bit about what you got going on back there.
My
What's shaking?
Donovan Mitchell and Darius Garland grabbed my belt, signed it for me, held it up. Got John Johnson the third doing it in the tunnel. Got some WWE wrestlers signed it too. It was a good night. But
That's cool as hell.
what were you saying
Absolutely.
after the game? What
So
happened?
after the game, though, we uh, we had some issues with Miles going into this week. Um, yeah, that's what everybody's kind of talking about right now. Miles Garrett's car accident. Uh, you've heard a little bit of the details about how he was trying to avoid hitting an animal.
Yeah,
Um,
it
the
was
damage
raining.
looked, yeah, rating. The damage looked wild.
Yeah, that Porsche is in rough shape, and
Yeah,
thankfully it's not as bad as it could have been
exactly.
because from what I understood, it flipped a few times.
Hmm.
Looked like he was on a country road, probably somewhere in Berea or Olmsted Township or something like that. I don't know where he was going, but yeah, dude, I'm just thankful he's okay. I don't know. From what I heard, there's no broken bone.
No broken bones.
Good.
So he had some lacerations and what is it? A bruised shoulder. There's a few things that he ended up having, but they have not ruled him out for this week, which blows my mind.
Man, take a
I
week.
don't know.
Take at least take the week off. See
Yeah.
how you feel. Go week to week. Come on. If he goes, that kind of gives me feelings back with Baker and Stefanski.
Mhm.
He's hurt. That's when the coach needs to step up. Like, no, dude,
Yeah.
get
Yeah.
into the team's ass. Next man up.
You would like to think so. I'm not. I would prefer that he just sit out and make sure everything is right.
Yeah,
Uh,
Isaiah Thomas,
but
next man up.
yep, exactly. But we're gonna. I guess we're gonna find out here probably by
Miles, man,
Thursday.
don't do it, Miles.
But that Miles being hurt brings me to a point going into this Falcons game. Are you at all concerned about the injuries on defense? Because I look at Atlanta; they are fifth in the NFL, I believe, in rushing. So they're a running team.
Carterell Patterson, which we were talking about before we went on here.
Yep,
Dude, making that transition to the position that he is now when he joined the Falcons has been the best thing for his career.
absolutely.
And dude's been tearing it up, especially in fantasy.
Yep. And then you got Mariota, who a little bit of a renaissance. Like they're not pushovers. These dudes are scoring 25, 24, 25 points a game.
I
So
mean,
with the guys on defense, so if Clowney doesn't play, if Miles doesn't play, we already know Walker is on IR for the rest of the season. I haven't heard an update on JOK outside. I think he was riding the bike, I believe, yesterday.
yeah,
So, do you think with all these injuries that the defense is going through, especially kind of in that front seven, does this game scare you? Because it scares me.
it does kind of scare me. I'm going to be honest with you.
Okay.
I definitely the holes in defense. The linebacker position has always been a concern of mine. There's not much depth there, unfortunately. Especially with losing him for the season, which over a dirty ass play too. We'll get into that later. Um,
Um,
I'm not concerned with Isaiah. I think he's going to be able to step up. It's just who fills in for Clowney. Who was that?
Alex Wright.
Yes. That does concern me a little bit, but I could be wrong, and I hope so. And it's kind of going to test Joe Woods too. Roll your men up, next man up. You know what I'm saying? Have them prepared. We got plenty of time off. I mean, the miles is kind of it happened today. We can't really plan for something like that, a car accident. But still, we don't play till Sunday. There's plenty of times to get those boys just prepared, just in case they do have to go. You know what I'm saying?
What about Walker out in the middle? Phillips, he seemed like he played a decent game last week,
He
but and
did.
then JOK too. Like it,
Our defense, the linebacker position starting off strong. I'm impressed with them. But if JOK is not able to go, at least for this week, and then lose a Walker for the season, that's a huge hit. And I wanted to ask you, did the Browns go out and make a phone call, try to bring in a free agent? Maybe a Joe Schobert? Would you bring Joe back?
I mean, at this point for depth, I think you almost have to do something.
I'm sure he'd be
Like,
willing to come back.
yeah,
You probably get
I
him for
mean,
stupid cheap.
oh, absolutely. At this point, but I feel like they might need to make a move, like just for depth alone, because you know you got one more guy go down. We're literally looking at right now. We got JOK, not his injury status is up in the air. Phillips, Taki, and then their backups backing up JOK is Tony Fields, and then backing up Taki is uh, Kuzniak, if I pronounce his name right. So I almost feel like you need the depth. You need to go out there and figure out somebody you can bring in that you can plug and play just in case. What's kind of your thoughts on that?
I agree 100%, man. I'm sitting here looking right now at free agent linebackers that are available right now, man. And there's not. I mean, there's plenty of people, but nothing that catches the eye really. That's to make a huge impact. I'm just, man. I don't know, man.
I mean,
At the
I
same
feel like
time, like I'm speaking from fantasy again as well. Like I was literally before you got on here, I was looking at my team. I have the Browns defense, and I consider dropping them and picking somebody else up. Just streaming another defense this week because I'm nervous, man. I really am. It comes down to the defense. I feel already that Atlanta's playing with a chip on their shoulder because everybody writing them off from the beginning of the season with Matt Ryan leaving. Um, the lack of depth at the wide receiver. They lost Julio. Well, they lost Julio before with Tennessee, but you know what I'm saying? Like Ridley's gone. We got Kyle Pitts coming in the second year, who's been a non-factor surprisingly, but they're still playing really competitive ball.
yeah,
So you know he's due for a breakout. You know the talent's there. It's coming. It's just a matter of when. Um, unless there's something going on with Mariota and him, I don't know, like lack of chemistry. It could be anything. But I have a gut feeling he's going to be an issue for us this Sunday. I really do.
see, I'm concerned about him becoming an issue as well, simply because we're pretty banged up in that front seven, and we've got Mariota on our hands, and if he starts, scrambling around, that's when we've seen it a million times with Lamar. He starts scrambling around, dudes end up wide open.
And Mariota can scramble.
Yes.
Well,
Yeah.
forget yeah. And then you got Patterson to worry about as well. Dude can catch, he can run, he can do it all. We already know our main focus is going to have to be on those two. Well, we got rookie wide receiver Drake London too. I mean, they're a talented team. They're very well slept on. I think they've been surprising a lot of people so far this season. And I just hope the Browns riding high off this big win on Thursday night. They don't take this game lightly. Keep playing with that chip. Keep playing with that chip that they've been playing with.
Yeah, man. It's this is almost like another trap game. Last I looked, I think the Browns are only favored by 1.5. So you're getting 3 just for being at home. So it's just kind of like something about this game bothers me way, way, way more than when I first looked at this game on the schedule.
And now I have no concerns on offense. Offense has been great. I would like to get DPJ more involved. I'm glad they got Njoku finally more involved. He had a great game. Cooper's been great. I have no complaints on Cooper. Cooper has been phenomenal. Nick Chubb is proving why he is the best running back in the NFL. Dude's been killing it. We got Kareem Hunt. I mean, and give our flowers to Jacoby Brissett, man. He's playing a lot better than people. Hey, we even said even in the beginning, what we seen in that first preseason game he played in did not look good.
It's ugly.
And even in the first game against the Panthers, it wasn't pretty either. But dude's been thriving in this offense. He's getting they got something going here. I'm I'm gonna be we're gonna surprise the people with our record when Deshaun comes back.
I got to give Jacoby his flowers. I was he's played really well. He's played, outside of that first game, he's played pretty damn well.
And he's seen a lot of the criticism. He's been getting a lot of criticism, not just from like us, but the big names across the league that cover the game.
Yeah,
A lot of
I'm
lot of
not.
doubters.
I'm not. He's done what I would expect him to do against teams of this caliber. I want to see him against the tougher teams and kind of see how we fare and see exactly where we're at.
Yeah.
But I'm happy with what he's done so far.
I'm not saying our first three opponents were easy, because the Steelers are never easy. There's always going to be a battle there. The Jets, we should have won that game. That was mistakes on us. But I'm kind of glad it's like against teams right now, like starting the season off against like the Jets and like not the Chiefs. You know what I'm saying? Like the big name that people already assume there could be Super Bowl contenders.
Yep.
Iron it out now, and then when that time comes, when you do, hopefully they're like a well-oiled machine and running a lot better. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know. But then at the same time, the competitive me, like I just want to like give me the best right now. But I think under the circumstances with Jacoby not being the starter in quite some time, I think the last time he was a starter was when Andrew Luck retired in Indianapolis. If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
unless he's came in for an injury and started the game, but dude's been doing great, and I'm happy for him. Honestly, I really am. Do you think this rises his stock?
Possibly, but I'm almost feeling like because of, this is the NFL. There are no, I guess, pushover teams, but certain teams have more talent than other teams. That's just the way that it's worked out. So I almost feel like since the offense as a whole really didn't get a whole lot of reps in the preseason, these first four games against teams that are, still trying to find themselves is almost their preseason. So they're getting a chance to work out some kinks, and figure out some things. That's just
compared to like going against like the Rams or I'm saying, or Chiefs and getting blown up at like third, like just getting embarrassed, and having that stuff happen.
Coming out the gate versus Buffalo, like
you got to be on your A game when you're playing teams like that. I think it is beneficial though, but at the same time, just don't take those people like we have no room to talk like saying like someone sucks. We've been shitty for a long time.
Yeah.
So just make sure take every single game like it's one of those big games. You know what I'm saying? Don't look down on your opponent.
Exactly. What are you thinking our score is going to be? Because after this,
I was just thinking that.
Well, after this, I want to get into some beefs from that Steeler game and anything else that we see. But what's your final score prediction? How did we do last week? I know we both picked to win. I think you picked 17-14.
17-14.
I picked 14-13, I think, something like that. I mean, we get the straight up
closer. Win. If that counts. No, we weren't close. It was actually worked out better than we thought. I don't think the number is going to be close to last against Steelers, the 29-17 in that margin. I think it's going to be a really close game. 21-14 Browns.
I get down with that. I'm going.
I feel like it's going to go down to a last second touchdown.
I hope not, but you're probably
by Nick
right.
Chubb.
I'm thinking
or defensive pick six to end the game. Whew.
I would love that. I would love that. I'm thinking 24-17 Browns.
Going Browns Cubs again. Okay. I like it.
I feel good. I feel all right, but don't get it twisted. This team does scare me. this is another one of those games where I'm like, if they end up somehow losing, I wouldn't be 100% completely shocked, just
No,
because
I'm
just because of our matchups.
I still feel that way because of the Jets game. Like nothing's gonna shock me now. Like
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
just gonna laugh now if some bullshit happens like that. Blow another game. Like, oh, go figure. Here we go. Here we go.
That was my walk from the stadium all the way back up to the Gateway District after that game. I was laughing partly to stop from crying because that hurt so bad, and the other part was like, how the hell did this happen?
We should be 3-0, damn it.
Yes, but I think you know what? I think we're where we should be because we could have just as well lost that first game. So
Yeah.
2-1, I'll
That
take
was
it.
not a pretty first game.
No, no, 2-1, I'll take it
I'll take it too. I always take a win over the Steelers. That was beautiful.
every day and 3 times on Sunday.
How about that George Pickens catch though?
It was nice. It was nice.
I see a lot of people comparing it to OBJ's catch with the Giants, where he was like on the tip of the fingers. The catch.
Yeah,
It's not. It was really impressive,
yeah.
but I wouldn't say it's better than OBJ's. And I'm not just being biased because it's OBJ.
You know what? It didn't impress me because I'm not giving no Steelers player ever no damn credit. Period. I'm screw 'em. It was all right.
I'm trying to be positive here.
It was all right, man.
F you, Pittsburgh.
It was all right. You know the weird thing in that game that I watched too was that because Pickens was kind of getting his a little bit here and there. Um, I watched I think he got one catch over Emerson, and I was like, man, that's the guy that we drafted versus the guy that we maybe could have drafted. And I was like, at that point, I wasn't happy, but I was like, all right, they won, whatever. But um, get after your man, get after your man for the Steelers. Like
They call him
Okafor.
Chuka Obanaya or whatever like that. I can't even
Uh,
say his name. Hold up. You know what I'm talking about, though. That dirty ass hit on Anthony Walker.
yeah,
Clearly hit him. He was going for the head. Rocked him. You see he was hurt. And then you turn around and like throw your body on top. I'm like, bro.
yeah.
And now he's out for the season. I think that's what pisses me off more because now he's gone for the whole season. I could have. There's no flag on that. Nothing's
No,
going to happen. And you see
I,
the
I,
video all over social media. It's blatant, obvious, dude. Like, you're a piece of shit.
I didn't see any fines levied on him,
I don't.
so
I gotta look up his name. I know it's Chukwa or Chukwana, something like that. I'm totally butchering it, and I don't even care. Chukwuma Okafor.
Okafor, yeah, Okafor.
You, sir, are a piece.
uh, I'll say I got beef with Cade York, man.
With who, Kate? Oh,
You can't be walking out here missing extra points 2 weeks in a row.
I'm so glad I didn't buy that jersey. I'm so glad I didn't buy that jersey. Because I was really considering it.
I got beef with that. Yeah, man, I got beef with that dude. Like, I'm gonna root for him. That's what I'm gonna do. But you know
I'm
what?
gonna be positive here.
Yeah, I want to see you miss a 61-yard field goal. I don't want to see you missing the extra point that you practice probably on, 40, you probably kick it 50 times a day. I don't know what their kicker's training regimen is, but
I
the
don't know
extra
either.
point, like after you score a touchdown, automatically you kick that point unless you go for two. That's the easiest part of your job.
Easiest.
That's the most predictable.
We're all about
So
positivity here, and I'm trying to be positive.
I
I will
if I
give
were
him
you,
that it was windy at the stadium. It was real windy over there. And he's probably not used to it playing at LSU.
true.
I'm trying to give him the benefit of the doubt here. But, bro, I'm sure they can bring in a bunch of big ass fans indoors. And then, like, no, that probably wouldn't work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Is there a
something to
way we
just
can
simulate the
simulate
win.
wind?
Yeah, simulate the win. I'm sure they probably might have. They got to have
We're
something
just
for
going
it.
on the practice field when it's windy out here. It's fall now here in Cleveland. It's going to get windy.
Yes, it's
I think
windy
he'll
today.
he'll figure it out. But bro, yeah, I agree with
He
you
will.
100%. You can't be
He will.
2 weeks in a row, man. It's kind of alarming.
Yeah, that's the part that because once again we went to halftime 14-13, and in my mind it's just going right back to the Jets game. That missed extra point. You
Yeah.
mess around, and I do have a second beef, and that's just with the whole damn onside recovery team. Recover the ball, man.
Bro,
Recover the ball.
Demetric Felton's been looking scared back there catching the ball all season.
Well, that's why they played Chester last week. They played Chester Rogers,
I
but
know.
just
Still,
get the ball. Onside recovery team, recover the ball.
you
Most
want
teams,
Anthony Walker out there doing it.
I mean,
Not Anthony Walker. Anthony Schwartz. Sorry,
they should.
Schwartz.
I mean,
He isn't.
I don't know, man. I just want them. When I feel like when I watch other teams' onside recovery team, their players catch the ball. The
All
last
the
two
time.
times we watched the
We're watching in there like, please catch the ball, please catch the ball, please catch the ball.
The last two onside kicks for the Browns, we have not recovered the ball.
We don't even care if we get 2 yards on it. We're just start cheering because he held onto the wall.
Yeah. That's my beef. So I don't want to see any of that this week.
No. Don't take this game lightly. And my eyes are on Joe Woods this week. They really are. I want to see how he can get this defense to respond with the injuries. Get those boys ready.
Okay. I second that. Honestly, like against this team, I don't really feel like I'm concerned about the offense. As you said earlier, they've been playing well. They've been doing exactly what the hell they should be doing.
Yeah. I feel like this Brissett thrives in this type of offense.
Mm-hmm.
Now that he's like, you can tell he's getting more comfortable and his confidence is getting up. Maybe just had to knock some rust off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Dude, progressively getting better. And I'm just gonna knock on some wood and hope it keeps on rolling upward, man. Get us to week 11.
Yeah, week 11, but then we're gonna have to wait. Hopefully they get Watson in and doing a lot of what is it? Is it 2 weeks? 2 weeks before his suspension is up or something like that he can be at the facility.
I would hope it's something like that.
Okay.
You gotta give the guy time to at least give him a week or two to get acclimated and get back in the groove of things. You know what I'm saying? I know it's a punishment, but still prevent injuries.
Yeah.
Give the guy. I would hope it's 2 weeks. I'm gonna look that up. I'm curious about that.
I like. There's a part of my mind that says somebody said at week 6 he could go in there, but I might just be my mind be conflating
Maybe
6 week suspension.
I wonder if he can enter the facility and like train, but maybe not fully be with the team as far as practice. Maybe they'll have like a few coaches go with them and maybe it's a practice squad. I don't know. I don't know how that works.
I'm sure they're doing something, but I know for a fact that he gets a little buffer area that he can come back before he's eligible to play again. I feel like it's 2 weeks.
It's like going on probation.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's gonna be some limitations.
Yep. But then we got to worry about with him too. He got to knock the dust off. Yeah. So here's one for you. Here's one for you. Jacoby's got us sitting at this man didn't went wild, and we sitting at 8-3, or we're sitting at a very Brian Hoyer-esque 7-4. Do we pull Jacoby for Watson like we pulled Hoyer for Johnny Football? Completely different situation, obviously, but still. I mean, if he's playing well, we're sitting at 7-4, 7-4, 8-3.
That's a damn good question.
Like, but like as a fan, because I think we both know the answer. The Browns are going to play him. They paying this man $230 million.
Oh yeah, it's against the Texans.
Yeah, But as a fan, would you want Jacoby to be yanked?
No.
Okay.
Do I want Watson back there? Of course.
Yeah.
We're paying him all that damn money. But if the team's doing great, say we're even going in there like 8-2, like what? I think it'd be great, dude. You gotta like roll with it. If he starts to things start to go wrong, then I don't know. Treat it like baseball and take him out and put Watson in at that point. But that's a good question, man. I'm on the fence for both. I kind of want to say yes. Like if we're playing really well and the team's responding great with him behind there. Yeah, I would. I know that's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
For ratings wise, all eyes are gonna be on that game.
Yep.
Watson returns to Houston, blah blah blah. Is it at home or is it?
It's in Houston.
Oh yeah,
because there's a part of me that really wants to go.
that'd be cool. I've never been to Texas.
I haven't
Never
been a kid.
Have you ever been to another NFL stadium?
No,
Me neither.
I've been in an NFL stadium, just not for a game. I went to the old RCA Dome in Indianapolis, but it wasn't for a game. But that place was immense and echoey and whatever. But I would love to go down. I would. That's kind of like one of my things I'd like to get done this season is go see an away game.
Me and my father are talking about that too. That and going to a baseball game too. I would like to go to Wrigley Field at least once or go to Boston. So if your top three stadiums you would visit, if you had to choose three that would be on the top of your list that you want to visit for a football game, what would those three stadiums be?
I want to go check out Seattle. That place
That's an
is like
interesting pick.
Nuts out there.
Yeah.
Probably Seattle would be one. Kansas City.
It's a good
be
one.
two. I've heard that place is crazy too.
Oh yeah. The place is huge.
Yeah. And probably I can't think of a third one that I'd want to see. Like part of me would want to go out to Denver and check out Mile High or whatever it is, and like destroy something for all the years of pain that they caused us. Yeah, those three. About you?
That's a good one. I have to put Lambeau up there.
You know what? I forgot about Lambeau. I would
Just for the history.
Yeah. That's four for me. There you go.
Kind of want to go to Soldier Field in Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that'd be a great one to go. I also agree with you, Kansas City. And I kind of want to go to Vegas, bro. Have you seen that stadium? That stadium is crazy.
Is it? I've just seen like a little bit here and there, but I haven't really checked it out.
It's humongous.
Yeah.
I've never been to Pittsburgh either, though. I kind of want to go there and talk shit.
See, there's a reason I haven't been to Pittsburgh because
I don't trust myself.
Yeah, somebody.
If I get some drinks with me, someone talks something crazy to me, I'm probably want to pop off at the mouth.
Yep. I would be going obviously to a Pittsburgh game with the crew, and
you got to go crewed up if you're going to a rival stadium.
And if with my crew, like it's a guarantee being in Pittsburgh and somebody yapping like somebody going to jail. So like,
I always talk crap on the Steelers week. A lot of it's like sarcastic, but also I mean every damn word because I can't stand you guys. But I'm friendly with it for the most part. But being down there in hostile territory, that might add fuel to the fire, make me want to do more.
Exactly.
Get that liquid courage in you. I'm just gonna, especially if we win. Oh, yeah, maybe it's a good thing I haven't gone there.
Yeah, that's why I probably will never go. Probably will never go.
I'm trying to think. Is there another stadium that's like iconic? I mean, you got Dallas's huge stadium. Wouldn't mind going to Philly to go to a game.
Yeah.
feel like
I've heard
that'd
this
be.
great. Now, is the Commander Stadium, is that just their old stadium with renovations? Was it RFK or do they have a brand new stadium?
I think they're building a brand new stadium. Their plans too. I think that's still the original,
Okay.
or the one they've been playing with for years now, recently.
Huh.
Yeah, I'm almost positive they got approved to get a new stadium. I could be wrong though.
Okay.
I'm sure that thing's gonna be massive too.
Of course.
Vegas, if you get a chance, look at pictures of Vegas' stadium. The Raiders stadium is crazy. It's huge.
All right. Yeah. Well, that concludes stadium talk for today.
Yes.
Dean, is there we got our predictions in.
Yeah.
We got our beefs in.
Yep. We're gonna have. You want to start having beefs every week? Let's
I
do
think
that.
beef is a good idea.
Yeah.
I think beef is a good idea because
Get some stuff off our chest.
yeah, hopefully we don't see my two Browns beefs for this week ever happen again. And hopefully we don't see anybody jumping on any of our players and doing dirty hits again. But
Dude, he literally he thought about running around. I mean, continuing down the field, and he turned around and just plopped right on him like it was NFL blitz back in the day. Not cool, man.
nah.
That's all right. We'll play you guys one more time.
That's right. Well, whoop that ass then too.
I'm sure there's receipts being kept. Miles even called him out.
Yeah. Said it was dirty.
Other than that, that's all I got, brother.
Well,
Shout out to
everybody
sponsors.
make sure. Yeah, everybody make sure. Check out all of our content. Cavs Media Day was today. So you know our boys from ATC, All Things Cavalier, are gonna be on it.
I have to admit, I was very negative at the reception of the new uniforms because they just look so plain. After seeing media today and seeing them in it, the white ones are
They're
clean.
tight.
They're
They're
clean.
tight.
They're gonna grow on me. I know it. I feel it.
You know, I'm a minimalist when it comes to uniforms. Like the less, the better. So when I saw them, I was like, "Ooh, all white, just a cap." I was like, I can get down with these. I can get down with those. So I'm digging them. I'm digging them.
They're gonna grow on me.
Yeah.
I still love the '90s uniforms, NBA uniforms. They're still my the '90s Cavs, the black, the Sean Kemp era. Those are my favorite Cavs uniforms.
Don't talk about Sean Kemp.
I still got a Sean Kemp Cavs poster wrapped up, like still in a plastic sealed. I was so hyped when we got him, but he was way past his prime.
I thought he was coming to save it. Well, I thought he was coming to save the Cavaliers, but
I did too, man.
That was off the strike year, though. So I think he just came in out of shape and never recovered.
Yeah, he was a big boy.
But yeah, but check out All Things Cavalier. They're going to be talking Cavs.
Guardians of the CLE.
Yes, Central Division champion Guardians of the CLE.
I like that.
Isn't it nice?
It is nice. I like that.
Also, don't forget about the pile driver.
Yes, wrestling fans, you can join me and my boy Mike, Speedy Boys. We host it, talk to everything about us in WWE, AEW, and all the local around here in Ohio. So check us out too.
Yes, and all your high school stuff. All your high school.
There's some big games coming up.
Yes.
Yes, Believe in Preps, called all the local football. We'll give you players of the week. There's a lot of content. There's a lot of great football coming up. So please tune into that. Give them a follow, share. There's so much coming up. Stay tuned. Believe in Media is about to take off. We have a lot of good things coming up.
That's right. That's right. Well, you know how this ends.
It's time, baby. It is time.
In the words of our man, the immortal one, Freddie Kitchens, if you don't wear brown and orange, you don't matter.
Oof.
Peace, y'all. Get him with that bark. Get him with that bark, B. That's right.
Yeah.